Yeah, great performance, obviously, by Brooke McCubbin tonight in the circle. She started out first couple innings getting the ball up, and they hit a few balls hard right at us, and then she kind of settled down and got into a groove and really started hitting her spots and changing speeds effectively. And it's just watching her go inning to inning and still not give up a hit. And then she had the one walk, so the perfect game went out the window. But you knew, if she continued to hit her spot, she had a good chance at throwing a no-no. And she was 2 strikes away tonight, but what a fabulous effort, and certainly very proud of her. She's such a great teammate, just a selfless teammate who works hard every day. She when she gets opportunities, she takes the most of it. Like tonight, and it's, it takes a pitching staff to make it through a long season. I know Valerie and Millie get a lot of the credit, but Brooke and Reagan just do a great job, and it was nice to see Brooke come that close to a no-hitter, and then, of course, Reagan came in and uncharacteristically threw a couple of wild pitches, but went out, settled her down a little bit, and then she got the 2 outs and got out of it. And top of the lineup was outstanding tonight. Clark, Moore, and Cagle, a lot of big hits, a lot of RBIs, and I think Furman effectively used their pitching staff against us and kept us off balance, and so credit to them there. But, we got big win tonight, and then obviously, we get Florida State this weekend, so we're looking forward to that challenge, and hopefully Mother Nature cooperates.
Coach, that 2-out run in the 9th took Brooke to a whopping 0.54 ERA. Otherwise, she'd be a little bit ahead of Val for second in the nation ERA. Pretty nice luxury to have from your third pitcher, huh?
Oh, no question. And our pitching coach, Coach Jameson, does a great job with our staff. But a lot of credit goes to our pitchers. They work extremely hard. They've all improved. They have great work ethic, great camaraderie amongst our staff. And as a coach, that makes you really proud. And it makes you know that you can go to any one of them in any situation.
I guess she was talking about just the defense behind her,
Mm-hmm.
and how much easier does it make it on a pitcher when they have trust in the people behind them to just focus on what they're doing?
Yeah, there's no question our defense has been fantastic all year long, and the biggest thing is we're taking care of the routine plays. And as a pitcher, you find comfort in that if you make a mistake, you know that our outfielders got a lot of range and they cover the ground, and our infielders got really good hands and cover ground, and our catchers do an awesome job as well. So the defense is a big part of our pitcher's success as well.
Coach, your first home series against Florida State begins tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You could have easily won 3 out of 4 against the Noles last year, including the ACC championship. How excited are your girls about maybe flipping the script here tomorrow?
I think they're very excited. Obviously a lot of respect for Florida State. They've been kind of the standard in our conference for a number of years, and we went down there last year and came close a couple times, and then we're really close in the ACC championship game. And I think we're ready to get over that hurdle, but we understand that that's a big challenge in front of us, and our experience and leadership is ready to take that challenge on this weekend.
Along with that challenge, 4 games in 3 days, has anything changed as far as preparation?
Not really. Our preseason tournaments kind of prepare us for this type of schedule, and obviously the weather that we've had so far this spring, 3 out of our 4 ACC series have been doubleheader singles, so be no different this weekend, and hopefully we get all 3 in.
It's a big picture question. End of March last year, I think you guys were about 21-10. This
Mm-hmm.
year to have only 1 loss at this point in the season, what changes, or what's been so much better about this team to have this type of season at this point?
Well, I think number one, Valerie's really healthy this year, and that helps. I think we've improved drastically defensively. We have power up and down the lineup, speed. We have all the pieces of the puzzle this year, and most importantly, we play as a team. We got great leadership, great camaraderie. Like I said earlier, I think that's the big part of it, and we got a lot of depth. We got people that can come off the bench and contribute, and that's a sign of a good team. Speaking
of that depth, you kind of have some interchangeable pieces there with JoJo and Abby, and you got Oda, for designated hitters. They're all batting, in the 350 range. how much of a luxury is that in a big series like this, if you need a pinch hit at some point?
It's huge, and we have other players that have coming in and providing certain roles for us. We got a number of pinch runners that have done a great job for us, some pinch hitters, and like you said, the combination of JoJo, Abby, and Ariel give us a lot of versatility in our lineup, and you're going to need that in the 3-game series against a good opponent.
A season like this, it's rare, right? So, like, what's the balance of stressfulness and then making sure you're having fun along the way?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. You can't get caught up in the moment. You got to really enjoy what we're doing too. This doesn't come around too often when you have a season like this. And certainly our job as coaches is to make sure our team is prepared, but to make sure we don't get too tight, make sure we're playing relaxed and playing the way we're capable of. But we're a pretty loose bunch anyways. We have a lot of fun when we play, and we've done a great job with our rest and recovery this year and making sure our team is ready for the big weekends.
Maddie was talking about, last year's a 190 hitter. This year she's well over 300. She just read a bunch of books about confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much do you feel like it's just a mentality shift for her that's allowed her to kind of have this type of season, or is it something else?
Well, I think, yeah, definitely. I think last year's experience is helping her this year, but there's definitely been a switch turned with Maddie. She's very frustrated last year and had a tough freshman year, and sometimes making that transition to high school to college is not easy. She had an injury to deal with before her senior year of high school. She had COVID coming out of high school that limited her playing time, and so last year was kind of a frustration year for her. And she could have went two ways, but there was a player that we recruited that we knew was really good. And we knew we had to help her with her confidence a little bit and have trust in her. And she has worked her tail off this summer, and both mentally, physically, and really emotionally as well. She's handled adversity very well this year. And you're seeing just a much better player and a happier player on the field.
How much did the California connection play into her recruitment?
A little bit. Of course, we recruit nationally, the power of the paw, right? and Clemson has just such great, rich athletic tradition that, we can go all over the country and recruit kids. And certainly, we've got 2 from California, and Maddie and Abby, and they're a big part of our program.
I kind of asked this question before, again, just about all the successes you guys have had, but did you ever envision that at this point, this many years in, that you would be 37-1 in the middle of the season, or is that kind of beyond?
It's tough. I knew we were building something special. We did it the right way. I hired a great staff and recruited some great players, and certainly you put the work in, and we're reaping the benefits of that work right now. And a lot of things have happened to get us to this point, and the biggest thing we can't forget is how special it is, to be at Clemson, to be at a great university, playing in great facilities with great support, but also the appreciation of winning and the success. There's a lot of hard work that went into this. It wasn't easy. I know it came quick, but there was a lot of hard work that went into this process.
Almost posted your 17th shutout this season. Did you ever have a team this stingy in all years at Stanford?
No, this is a really good pitching staff. It really is, and 1 through 4 we have complete confidence in. And when you get the good pitching that can change speeds and hit location, and you got a great defense behind them, and you got a powerful offense, that's a great combination.
There's just one question about Mackenzie. When she's at first base and she goes all the way around, how special is her speed compared to the other players that you've had?
Yeah, she is a 5-tool talent. There's no question about it. She can beat you like you saw tonight with the drag bunt. She can hit a double off the wall. She can get home run, steal bases. She's a really smart base runner, great instincts, and that's what makes her so special. She can beat you in so many different ways.
Have you had anybody that fast?
I've had a few that fast, and it's a fun. It's really fun to coach those type of players.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.